I'm jerking off my slide whistle. Fuck you, pay me. Yeah, so the lighting's really great, isn't it? It's fucking awesome. Okay, it's good lighting when I'm back here. Hi, welcome to the show. How's it going, everybody? We've already got 13 likes. Fuck yeah, thank you very much. So this is kind of an impromptu stream, and, I'm just gonna kind of fuck around for a minute here and wait for some more folks to show up. Again, I still haven't gotten a new phone, so I actually can't see how many people are in chat right now, because there's a big black spot right there where I'm pointing my finger. Big black spot, and now there's a new black spot over in this bottom corner here where I'm pointing my finger. That area that I'm outlining right now, that's all black too. So when I got my phone on, I can't really see what the charge is at or what my reception is, which is sad, and it's a big shit. I was at Walmart earlier today for the first time since the last time I was at Walmart on live, and I did not have the money to buy a new phone, sadly. So if you would like to get down with the kickdown, there's links in the description. I added them this time. So yeah. Hey Dave, what's going on? Blue Sky, what's going on? Tiana Davis, what's going on? Fuck yeah. Thanks for joining me on such short notice. This is my friend Squirrel. We're fucking kicking it. I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe Squirrel, what do you do?
Oh, man. Well, I try and move through the world as freely as possible. And usually that means spending a lot of time acquiring food and resources for making stuff and, crafting and spending a lot of time learning.
That's what you do? What about money, man? Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. Like, these strawberries right here, we got them from the dumpster.
Yeah.
Some random Safeway, and that
was pretty dang. We got a lot of shit out that dumpster. I'm super stoked to touch on a little bit of I don't know, getting free shit and dumpster shit. This is not an educational fucking live stream, but it will be educational. Like, that's not what we're trying to do, but we're kind of just hanging out. Let's see, we got Will up in here. We got Captain Grim, aka Will. We got Just a Mom in here. Fuck yeah. So shit. Yeah, okay, I guess we're gonna start off with, can you guess where the fuck I am? Do we even know where we are?
Vaguely.
Okay, if you can guess the nearest town to where we are, then you win a prize, and I'll shout you out. I don't know. It's like the same as last time. Literally, all you had to do was join my Discord server. Ooh, and you could have read my post about where I was at the time. And some people did, but there's a link in the description of the Discord, so if you want to join us. And the backdrop just fell. I did that. No. I ruined it.
The fourth wall.
Oh no, we've broken it. William Bell says Kathmandu. Sorry, but you're right. We're in Kathmandu now. We drove a truck all the way over there. And this is actually just a set. We're not even traveling. We're fake. We're posers.
Yep.
What's the sad sound you can make on a slide whistle? There we go.
There you go.
Taos, New Mexico? That's not a bad guess, but no. We're well past New Mexico.
Pretty close, though.
Oh, shit. It sounds like somebody may have kicked down. Now, if you remember... Oh, hey. Sick. Tiana, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, so... Like I said, I was unable to purchase a new phone to live stream with today. So any kickdowns absolutely help. Oh, Ryan is guessing Bisbee, Arizona. Well, bud, if you had guessed that, yeah, if you had guessed that a minute ago, maybe you follow my Instagram. But yeah, we were in Bisbee actually. Dan says Burbank, lol. Yeah, we're in Burbank, California, in a warehouse. This is a very elaborate set. I'm gonna get good at this. I bought this slide whistle for lack of like anything else to play, and it carries easy because I'm backpacking, as you know. And Squirrel's actually doing something pretty interesting here. He's made a few things out of. Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, this is just some, I believe it's canary wood that my buddy gave me, or maybe we traded, and I'm gonna make a spatula out of it so you can kind of see. Maybe you can see I'm like tracing it out, and then I've got some tools here that I'm gonna use to make it a thing. So we'll see how well it turns out.
Yeah, and you guys get to watch, and maybe by the end there'll be something you can see. But you know, if you've got a little bit of brains and means and know-how and you know the determination to do it, you can fabricate whatever you need out of whatever you've got. And that's kind of been the theme of today, huh?
Yeah.
That's been pretty good.
Yeah, we've done a lot of foraging and of various sorts.
Yeah. Shit, what all did we forage today?
Goji berries, wolfberries.
Wolfberries out here, but they're in the goji family.
Yeah.
A fuck ton of them. Actually, they're like busting off the fucking bush right now. What else?
We got a whole bunch of acorns in the Walmart parking lot.
A fuck ton of acorns. And some pecans or pecans.
Yeah.
I guess I looked that up and I was like, is it pronounced pecans or pecans? And actually it's both. So however the fuck you want to pronounce it is the right way to pronounce it.
It's definitely pecan in the South.
Yeah.
Yeah. People will tell you.
If this is annoying you, then get the fuck off my stream because I'm going to keep doing it. Blue Sky says squirrels like nuts. Yeah, squirrels do like acorns. It's true. 79 in chat. Thanks, Captain. I appreciate that. Yeah, as I said, I cannot see how many people are in chat. Conspiracy theorist is laughing at me, probably because I'm saying that I'm going to keep playing the slide whistle. Yeah, what else? Oh yeah, we went on a little bit of I didn't stay for the whole thing because of some interesting altercation about my dog. Satan got a little bit of a paw injury while we were playing fetch the other day, and she got something sharp in the pad of her foot. So you know, I removed it and she's fine now, but she's still like kind of seeming a little tender on it. So I didn't want to take her down the trail because I thought that, you know, she might potentially injure herself further. So we had like full cloud coverage. The windows were cracked, and I was just gonna leave her in the car. And this like uppity ass park ranger was like kind of being a dick about it. So I didn't want to leave her in the car for too long because I was afraid that some asshole was gonna like, you know, be like, oh, there's a dog in that car, completely not in danger or in harm's way at all. I should do something about it.
Yeah, he did insinuate that he might bust through my window.
That was when I started getting pissed off.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
I was like, I need that window, or at least I want it.
He's like, oh, it's legal to break a dog out of a car if it's, and then he starts like scrolling on his phone. He's like, oh, above 90 degrees. And we're like, it's not going to be above 90 degrees, dude. You're just being a dick. So yeah, I didn't go on the full tour, but there was a nice little walk in this park, where a friend of Squirrel's took us out and showed us some plants of interest in the local area. And I don't know if anybody guessed yet where I'm at, but I'll just go ahead and tell you. We're pretty near Phoenix at this point, and heading further west pretty soon. So if you've been following along, you know I've been going in a westerly direction back towards Slabs. And you know, we're almost there. Getting pretty close.
Yeah, we could be there by tomorrow night, possibly.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, I'm down. And I want to be there for a few days and just help out, you know, patch up some shade structures because it's fucking important to have in the summer. Yeah, so that's where we are. It's raining a bit, and we've fashioned a little lean-to between the truck and I think it's a Palo Verde bush, actually.
Yeah.
with a nice tarp, so you'll be hearing the gentle pitter-patter of some rain on the tarp directly above where the camera is. And if you remember from the last couple live streams, my tripod busted a while ago too, and I haven't had the money to purchase a new one yet, so we lashed the phone to a piece of bamboo, a bamboo pole, which Squirrel uses to knock nuts and things out of trees.
That's what we used it for today, at least.
Yeah, that's what we used to get some of those pecans out of the tree. Max says it rained in Slab City today, and an awesome rainbow was over the library. It means you're coming back. Fuck yeah. We saw a really nice rainbow on the way over here, too. So that's pretty fucking dank. It's it's a good sign. I'm gonna take it as an omen.
A double rainbow.
Yeah. It's a good omen for travel. It's pretty great, actually. I've been having a fucking fine time. I can't remember where the last location of my live stream was. I think it was back in New Orleans, actually. Sapphire says it's raining in Oceanside now, too. Wow, there must be a huge storm system over the whole Southwest right now. That's pretty dank. What's up, Rishan? Nice to see ya. So, let's see. Yeah, we got a bunch of cool ass folks in here. Welcome. I haven't done this time slot in a long time, so I really wasn't sure how many people were going to be able to show up on short notice, so I'm glad to see y'all here. Raining in LA as well. Fuck yeah, interesting. We're all under the same storm system. How nice.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it green up along the way.
Yeah, that'll be neat. Hopefully there'll be some desert orchids, like, about to bloom in slabs while we're out there. I'm hoping it'll be warm enough to take a swim, too. If this smoke is bothering you at all, just let me know.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. I have been not smoking a whole lot and trying not to, but you know how I get on live stream, I need to, like, occupy myself, like, orally. So, like, and that's kind of the case with, like, any social situation. Oh, you're doing it like a fucking scraper kind of shape.
Yeah, like a asymmetrical spatula sort of deal.
That's kind of smart, because then there's more applications for that.
Yeah.
Sick.
I started making them out of bamboo years ago, because it was just a material that I had at my disposal a lot in Virginia, and it kind of shaped my style when it came to woodworking in general.
You got your spoon handy?
Probably, yeah. Mesquite spoon, kind of.
I used it earlier today.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's like a nice ironwood spoon.
Yeah, pretty nice.
It is nice. Oh, Mac just kicked down $10. Thanks, dude.
Fuck.
Appreciate it. And it sounded like somebody else kicked down on PayPal a minute ago too. Oh, we got some more PayPal kickdowns. Let me shout you out. We got some from Kelly Sherman and another from Kelly Sherman. Fucking A, thank you. Thanks so much. I'm gonna try and tilt this down a little bit. That'll be fine. Now the rain's coming down. I'm glad that we had a little break in the rain to set up this little lean-to. I still gotta set up my tent after this, but my tent's pretty easy to set up.
If you're wondering what the noise is, I'm like splitting this down with a knife in the back of my hatchet.
I could, like, show them. We can pull this out. It's possible.
be kind of funny if I fucked it up on camera.
It happens. I fuck shit up on camera all the time. I'm like, look at this. I'm so good at this. And then I fuck it up.
The grain's kind of funny. You see how it like turns? And I'm like having to go deeper and deeper every time. But you know, at a certain point, I'm just going to probably stick with that grain and have it be kind of like a cool taper.
Yeah. I mean, you got to work with what you got. All right, I'm going to stick this back in the box. Here we go. So yeah, it's been a good trip. It's almost over.
What I just did.
What'd you do?
I fucked it up.
No. I mean, you could just make a thinner spatula.
I could make a spoon too.
You could, but I mean that's still thick enough to be a spatula. That's what you need most.
Yeah, I do need a spatula more than I need another spoon in my life. All right. Eating a big bite of humble pie. Woo!
Big old bite. Humble pie, something you can forage.
Oh yeah.
I guess I'm gonna drink some blackberry lemonade sparkling water. Ooh. And also spill it all over myself. Captain says, it happens. It happens, Captain. It's true. Captain Grim is one of my mods on the chat. He's pretty fucking cool.
Word.
Yeah, there's a bunch of regulars in here right now, and that's nice to see. Conspiracy theorist says, it will be a happy accident, Bob Ross would say. I mean, fuck yeah. Here's to you, Bob Ross. Happy little fuck up. Maybe Bob Crust. So that's cherry wood?
It's they told me it was canary.
Oh, canary wood.
Yeah, it's like some exotic hardwood, some like jungle, super dense shit.
Cool.
Look how tight those grains are.
Oh yeah. That's crazy.
Those growth rings.
Fucking A. Yeah, Bisbee was really cool. I don't want to blow up Bisbee, but I already have just by mentioning it on live, so I guess somebody already fucking hollered about it anyway. But it's definitely like a cool bohemian hideaway in the desert, in the high desert of southern Arizona. Nino from Canada asks, anybody play the spoons? We do have a spoon player present, yes.
Dang.
They called it. They just can see it on you and they're like, oh yeah, that's a spoon player for sure. Oh, you've been to Bisbee, Sapphire? That's cool. Yeah, Bethany in the Discord was not surprisingly familiar as well. Because she likes good food and cool places. Ooh, damn it. That's going to spill all over me again. Oh, there it is. Seems like the rain's calmed down a lot.
Yeah, I was expecting it to
start downpouring the moment we got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I mean, it probably will later tonight. But for now, I guess there's not a lot of auditory feedback. Hey, Bethany's in here. Thinking about relocating, huh? Yeah, I could see you living out there. It's wonderful. It's like, I mean, it's a nice old town. There's a lot of art and a lot of very talented musicians.
It's a small town though. One grocery store. So
yeah.
If you don't like small towns, then.
And it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's not like you can go to a real town anywhere nearby.
It was like 2 hours to Tucson.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was like almost an hour back to Highway 10.
It is like 10 minutes from Mexico though, so.
Yeah, if you like being in Mexico, it's right there.
It's kind of cool that we met at the library in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're headed to well, I guess technically that Iron Rail library is older than the Slabs library.
How long has it been around?
Like 25 years or something like that. But they got gentrified out of their spot in the French Quarter, and so they just reopened after a hiatus.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I've been like working on sorting books and stuff. It's like, you know, I hit the road to take a break from running the library in Slabs, and then I end up fucking shelving thousands of books and zines in a different library across the fucking continent. So that was pretty cool. It's definitely fitting. I felt right at home there, like from one anarchist library to another and back again. Pretty fucking special.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Mark just kicked down $100 on fucking Super Chat. Holy shit. Thanks, dude. So that's fucking amazing. But I gotta tell you, if you kick it down through Super Chat, I'm not gonna get it till the end of next month. So if you want to get funds that I can directly use right now, then the PayPal link is in the description. But like, of course, I'm very grateful for any way that you choose to kick down. It's just that through Super Chat, I'm not going to see that until next month, which is fine. And Captain Grimm is posting a link to the PayPal. Thanks so much. I wish that I had more instruments to play for you folks. Once I get back to Slabs, I do have a mandolin sitting there, so maybe I'll be able to play some mandolin tunes when I get back. Hell yeah, Mark says my PayPal got hacked years ago. Oh yeah, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry. And again, thank you so much. That's such a generous kickdown. Holy shit. Very fucking kind. Yes, we love you. Yes. Last time I went on live, I was like, yo, I quit drinking, and I did, but now I'm drinking again, so I'm gonna drink some fucking whiskey, and I'm sorry if that makes you feel sad. So, yeah, whatever. Cheers. Captain Grimm's upset. It's okay, man. I'm fine. It's fine. We're good.
Yeah, I don't think I've even seen you drunk or anything like that, so.
Yeah, cool. Fuck yeah. We'll see. There you go. Yeah. I have been a fucking total swagger in the past and, like, gotten way too wasted on live and off live, and that's, you know, I've been an alcoholic since I was literally like 14 years old. Because, you know, fucking, you know, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you've probably gotten the impression that I've been through some fucked up shit. And that is true. But currently, I'm in a really fucking good headspace. Been doing a lot of trauma work this last year. And just like staying healthy and doing wholesome shit. Like, you know, just trying to help people and do good stuff. So my motivation is not to be fucked up. My motivation is to, like, you know, help out where I can and
Feel good.
yeah, and do good. So yeah, you don't have to worry about me at all. And you know what? Everybody's path to sobriety and healing is different. So if you're out there and you're like fucking staying sober and taking care of yourself, like, you have my 100% support and just admiration for what you're doing. So, like, never emulate me, because my path is my own. And, you know, yeah, we're all doing our best out here. Dan says, hey there, just kicked some cash to you on PayPal. Love who you are. Fuck yeah, Dan. Thank you. Now, I'm a little bit scared to look at my PayPal kickdowns like last time. That's why my stream dropped. Oh, I see what you... I can't see how much you kicked down, Dan. Because I've got rope in front of part of my... my phone. But it looked like, you know, something good. So
I think
thanks.
it was 2 digits.
It was 2 digits for sure. So thank you so much, Dan. You're fucking awesome. Yeah, and that helps a lot. Like, seriously, I can make $20 last like so long. I am trying to throw down some gas money for Squirrel because he's driving around this fucking cool ass truck with a bunch of gear in it and me, and you know, I'm not trying to ride for free. Gotta throw down for the homies, especially people that are doing cool ass shit. And you know, I support what he's doing with his crafts and his life. Hey, Boog just kicked down $1. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, every little bit helps. For sure. Hey, Aaron's in chat. Welcome. Aaron's driving, so just listening. Cool. You driving? Did you go out to Slabs for prom, Aaron? I think that's what you're trying to do, right? Oh, yeah, you shouldn't be typing while you're driving. Never mind. You can tell me later in the Discord server. Dan says, been watching you a long time. It was time. Thank you. Yeah, and if you're a person in chat right now and you've been watching for a long fucking time and never kicked down, like, you know, much love to you. You never have to. But if the mood strikes your fancy, I sure could use it right about now. That's for damn sure. I looked at my bank account earlier today, and, you know, in the spirit of transparency, yeah, I had like literally $130 in there. So, oh yeah, and I got this gnarly ass spider bite on my shoulder. Ooh. I'm like, I should stop fucking touching it.
It seems to be on the mend, though.
It is.
Not getting any worse.
No, it's not getting worse. It was so bad, like a few days ago, when I was, you know, sleeping on the ground a lot, and I'd roll over on this side, and my whole fucking arm was going numb, and my whole shoulder was just super swelled up. I'm not gonna go into the gory details, but I did pull some, like, you know, some goop out of there. And after that point, it's been going good. So yeah, it's definitely fixed up. It's just like a gaping hole in my shoulder at this point, and there's nothing more to squish out, so we're good. Boog says, thank you, throw more your way on payday. Good to see you doing well. Thank you. Hell yeah, man. Like, literally $1 is fucking fabulous. I appreciate that. I ain't loaded either, and when I fucking come across people, like, performing on the street or, like, holding a sign, you know, every time, even if all I got is, like, the change in my pocket, you know, you gotta like, I'm not telling you what to do, but me personally, I feel compelled to pay it forward. You remember that guy that seemed like he was in a really bad way when we were outside the bar in New Orleans, and like me and you were like immediately like digging the pockets, like what do we got? Like, let's fucking crowdfund this guy. And then while I was heading out, he was walking by again, and I had like a whole ass rotisserie chicken in the back of my car, so I gave him that. And like I asked, like, do you want this? Like, I know it's a lot to carry and stuff. And he was like, yes, please. So it's like, fuck yeah, this guy was like legitimately fucking hungry. So that made me feel really good. But like, aside from how I feel about it, like, you know, people got to eat.
Yeah, that spirit of generosity can be contagious too, you know?
Yeah.
Like, how about when we were dumpster diving at Safeway?
That was good. That was this morning too, huh? Was it, or yesterday?
That was
That was yesterday. The days are running together now.
But yeah, we were like, it was a fucking like epic haul. We got like dragon fruits and like a bunch of like frozen steaks and like strawberries and all kinds of veggies that we've been cooking up and eating.
Artichokes. We should cook up those artichokes.
Yeah, we really should. And this lady passes by. I'm like, oh man. I'm trying not to look at her. Try not to be too suspicious, even though we're like, you know, the top halves of our bodies like in the dumpster. But she passes by again. And then again, I'm like, oh no. Like, what's happening? She got to snitch on us. But then she rolls down her window and she hands us a fresh, hot Papa John's pizza.
Yeah. With garlic butter in it, too.
Yeah, like a meat lover's Papa John's pizza. And, yeah, we were so flush with food, it was crazy.
We actually, I mean, both of us eat like really natural, and I can't eat pizza. Most of you know I have celiac disease. But it was really sweet though. Like, we accepted it and we're very grateful, but then we took it upon ourselves to distribute that to somebody who actually would enjoy it. And on the way to Phoenix, we drove by a skate park with a bunch of adorable teenagers doing cool
little skate rats.
Yeah, little skate rats. And we were like, oh, those kids will appreciate a fucking pizza.
Well, there were only 2 of them in the skate park, and we were like, well, they'll figure it out. As soon as we rolled up with the pizza,
there's like 10 of them in there.
Yeah, they disappeared.
They were like, yo, what's up? I think they saw, you know, some crust punk with a fucking pizza rolling up, and they're like, oh, hey, we should get out there and start showing off.
Yeah.
They were really polite kids. They were so cute.
They were all like early teens.
Yeah. Like, and they were like really like pronoun aware and just like polite kids. They were like, oh, thanks, dude. You know, we love pizza. And the one kid was like, I hope you spiked it with acid. And I was like, oh yeah, it's glazed with LSD all over the top. And he's like, yes. And I'm like,
how the fuck old are you?
Yeah, like literally fucking 15 years old. So funny. Yeah, they were grateful for it. But yeah, so we've got our haul of just straight up veggies and foraged nuts and fruits. So everybody's happy. It all went to good use, and you know, we met some friends along the way. It's like it's almost like a movie, like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, but like crusty and with dumpster diving.
Yeah, it's been super sweet.
Yeah, I'm actually super grateful for the ride too, because like, you know, I was like in the middle of goddamn nowhere, and I'm like, yo, I don't even know how I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. And I got a ride right away. The moment I went from the truck stop to the highway and put my thumb out, like, this dude in a truck pulls over and he's like, hey, I'm going the opposite direction of you, but I've got, you know, I got something for you. And he goes and looks in the back, and he realizes that the thing that he was going to give me, actually he had set on the back of his truck and never put in the truck, and drove away, so it was probably like spread all over the highway at that point. And he was like so upset about it, like, no, those were some very fine beef ribs and I was gonna give them to you. And I'm like, oh man, that sucks. And he's like, yeah, I'm going the opposite direction, which is actually the way that I was trying to go. But since that route was so desolate, I figured it would be safer to hitch back up to 10 and then across and then back down. Because then, you know, if I got dropped off somewhere, I wouldn't be in the middle of nowhere. Like if you've ever gone on Highway 9 in southern Arizona, right up next to the border, yeah, it's fucking desolate. There's literally nothing there for like miles and miles and miles, like maybe 100 miles or so at a time. But he was heading down that way and he was going to be stopping through Bisbee. So it worked out perfectly. And he was actually, you know, shout out to you, Frank, if you're watching. I know I told you about my YouTube channel, but yeah, Frank was, I would consider him a homie at this point, for sure, even though we only spent like a 4-hour car ride together. But that's kind of the way it is on the road, you know, you meet people and you meet them in that kind of capacity where you're just like both the only company of the other for a few hours, and you just kind of like talk, and sometimes you really talk and you really level with each other. So yeah, I caught a really sick ride and met up with Squirrel. I spent the weekend in Bisbee, and I actually played a couple songs at a little show, and hung out with some very kind and talented people, and yeah, it was wonderful. God damn, what a life. Do you want to show them your knife that you made?
Sure. Yeah, I forged this knife in North Carolina with my homie Gray.
Have I met Gray?
I don't
I
think
feel
so.
like you've mentioned them.
Yeah, no, he's a pretty fucking sick guy. He's the one who I might go up to Alaska with.
Sick.
His partner is Native Alaskan, so go up and get schooled and help out however I can. Yeah, but yeah, this is like used to be a coil spring, like an F-150 or some truck around that size, and
That's what it was?
yeah. So it's really nice and durable steel and walnut handle and some copper rivets. And yeah, it does the fucking job.
Oh shit, Mark Ann just kicked down another $100. Are you the same guy that kicked down $100 first? Holy shit. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gas is fucking crazy right now, so that'll
Yeah.
help us out for sure.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, this is like the second knife I made, or the third one, and it's hard as shit. It's a long.
I love that fucking knife.
Yeah, it's if your headspace isn't right when you're trying to blacksmith, like you shouldn't even bother. Like you just got to be so focused. Like
yeah.
one mind body connection. Like you can quickly fuck up a knife. At any point.
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely broken off handles in the forge before, and we were doing like a hand crank coal forge.
Okay.
So it's pretty
controlled.
No, the opposite.
Oh,
controlled.
Okay.
Yeah, as opposed to like a propane forge, which
right.
is like a constant temperature. And
that's like the one that that Sparrow was using at the metalworks.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you're like cranking this shit with like real coal.
Wow.
And like there's a fire that you have to like keep going and like keep piling the coal and shit, otherwise it'll go out and your metal won't be hot enough. Yeah, so it's pretty old school.
There's like a whole other aspect that you have to keep track of, not just forging, but like maintaining the heat.
Yeah, and so you really gotta be focused. And yeah, I've definitely gotten pretty heated when foraging
In more
before.
ways than one.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, it all comes out when you're trying to beat some metal.
I love the weight of this too. Like, it's a little back heavy, which is kind of nice for what you do, which is fucking
Carve on shit and, you know, butcher and
butchering roadkill is what I'm thinking. Like, do
Yeah.
you use this for that?
for sure, yeah.
That's what I figured. Like, and it's nice to have that. I don't know. Like, for me, when cutting through big chunks of meat, specifically, like having that heavy back end and the smaller front end, and this is pretty sharp.
Yeah, and it could be a lot sharper too.
It could be, yeah. But when you're cutting through meat, you know that like that'll unsharpen it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw a doe on the road, the highway where we were going to, and stopped to take a look at it, and Squirrel gave me a little bit of information on like what you're looking for when you are scoping out roadkill, and this particular doe was not salvageable.
They go bad so quickly out here in the
Yeah.
desert when it's hot and like.
Well, also it seemed like it got broadsided and just like gut busted, like you said.
Yeah, it was pretty gnar.
Yeah, so you can see that in the skin. The skin had turned like a deep green tinge around like the torso area where the guts ruptured when it got hit. Which, you know, is not great. And the fur was falling out pretty quick, so that indicates that it had been there for a good minute. Like, at least a couple of days, right?
Yeah, you would say the hair is slipping, and that indicates bacterial growth
Right.
on the skin. When you're tanning a hide, you're trying, or if you're doing, a lot of people do hair on, but most people just do like buckskin or bark tanned deer hides, and for both of those you want to slip the hair, and so you're making like a bucking solution or leaving it in a creek, but you're trying to encourage that bacterial growth, so it's easy to recognize if you've.
But if you want the hair on, you want it real nice and clean.
Yeah.
I've done that with a goat, and it was just like my homie and I had never done it before. It's just that one of our friends was doing a potluck and got a goat and a pig for the roast that he was gonna do, and he was just gonna toss whatever was left off the goat. He was just gonna brutalize it and fucking whatever, because he was doing other shit. He was trying to fucking throw a party. But my homie stepped in and was like, yo, if I can just like cut that hide off of it real quick and help you, process this shit, can I just have it? And he's like, sure. So, he brings that back home to the library and we fucking process that shit. And I still have my hat. I'll have to show you my fucking goatskin hat. The tanning we did on it was pretty barbaric, but it worked. We used black tea.
Word. Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
as long
it
as
did
it's
work.
tannic.
Yeah. Yeah, we happened to have like a few hundred bags of black tea that somebody kicked us down, like one of those big buckets of it. And we used that and it worked out good. It wasn't the most beautiful tanning, but like, yeah, we spent the whole day fucking peeling the meats off of it, feeding it to our dogs. They were happy.
Yeah.
It worked out good.
Yeah, I have a sheep hide right here.
Did you process that?
I actually didn't. I traded for it. Some auto work and some other stuff. You can kind of see it, but I did smoke it. And
a good sheep hide mat is so nice to have for sleeping on.
Yeah, it's really comfortable. And this one actually got stiff because it got wet and I didn't like stretch it out as it was drying, and so it got stiff. And so what my friend suggested is that I should sleep on it on the mattress, and as it like presses
Oh yeah.
in the mattress, it'll get nice and soft
Relax
again.
it. Yeah.
So, and actually, I've got a buddy who lives in Arkansas who doesn't know shit about tanning hides, but he did tan a hide by basically just like skinning a sheep and then like fleshing it, meaning like scraping all like the fat and meat and stuff that sticks onto the onto the onto the skin. But then he basically just like cleaned it and like didn't like soften it, didn't like treat it with any kind of like tanning solution. Like he didn't bark tan it, he didn't brain tan it, which like you know you can do it with eggs or oil and soap or whatever. But he just put it on his floor in his house and walked on it. And
Okay.
people just laid on it and walked on it for like a couple years, and then eventually it was soft.
Sure.
Like you do eventually want to smoke it because like it'll like there's like something similar to formaldehyde in there that preserves it so it doesn't get eaten by any kind of like you know hide beetle or anything like that. But
Right.
that type of like long-term sort of like lazy tanning totally works.
Yeah, I've done that. Like, oh, thanks, Rabbit Dog. Appreciate you. Yeah, I've done that with some stuff because I've never taken like that sort of thing seriously. It's just like, oh, I got this dead shit. Oh, we're gonna fucking, you know, see what we can do with it, see what happens, and you know, like even just like working it with your hands and like bending it and moving it around, eventually the leather will soften up. But it is, you know, with tanning the goat hide, that gave me kind of a good understanding of like why that's nice to do. And also, you know, it gives it a nice color as well.
Yeah. So what you're doing with the tea is like essentially bark tanning.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, it worked out really good.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty crazy. Like I've picked up a lot of roadkill, and just like the amount of tools and food and clothing that you can get out of like a single deer is pretty fucking amazing.
For sure.
And just like something that would rot in a ditch otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of resources just laying right in front of us.
Yeah, they're just laying around all over the fucking place. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab my weed.
Word.
Oh, and if you're wondering where my dog is, she's sitting in the truck being warm. Like she likes to do. Oops, sorry.
All good.
Yeah. Satan's comfy in the front seat all curled up being cute.
She's been such a good girl.
Yeah.
She hasn't eaten any of my hides, even when we've left her alone in the truck with all the hides.
I told you she wouldn't. She did sniff at it though.
Yeah.
I can't blame her. I wanted to sniff it too.
Yeah, I mean, they smell good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you've cut little notches in there so that you don't slip through again.
Yeah, I was getting a little eager there.
That's smart though.
Yeah. Something that I learned when I was making bows a couple summers ago. You can control how you split it a lot easier.
Yeah. So that way it doesn't run all the way through, just runs to the next notch.
Exactly. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Especially with a bow, like if you age a piece of wood for like 6 months and then you get a like the split you're trying to make dives and like totally fucks up the piece of wood that you're
All
working
of that
on.
work.
It's like it just to split out the initial, like they call it a stave, like the piece of wood that you then dry for like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like just to do that is like a super labor intensive process, splitting out a piece of a trunk with like an axe and like wedges and shit like that.
Sure.
So to lose that is like, it's kind of
Devastating,
heartbreaking. Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, bow making is not for the faint of heart. You'll definitely like I've made like a bow that took me like 3 weeks, like measuring it all out, like carefully removing material, like a little bit at a time, and then I go to string it up and it breaks.
Fuck.
Yeah, like the most beautiful bow I ever made,
Uh,
and I was just like, well, guess I'm gonna make another
back
one.
to square one.
Yeah.
Shit. That's a very time-consuming lesson.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, that's heartbreaking. I tried when I was a kid. I tried making a bow, and I spent so much time. I spent like a whole summer like crafting this bow, and then when I went to go and like string it, that's what happened. It just cracked.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a lesson in patience and like non-attachment
Yep.
to like physical things, and yeah, taking your time and doing it right and listening to that old dude who like you don't want to be right, but like he's done it a bunch of times and he's probably an asshole, and like he's telling you the whole time not to do it that way, and
Don't do it, and you're like, shut the fuck up, old man. I do what I want, and
yeah,
then you do it, and you're fucked.
yeah,
Yep. Listen to your elders, unless they're stupid. Then tell them to fuck off.
yeah.
Let me catch up, see what we got going on in chat here. Nothing much to catch up on. Denise said, wow, 200 on this live. Fuck yeah, like literally $200 came from the same person. So yeah, thank you, Mark. This episode sponsored by Mark. And if you want to kick down to, there's the links in the PayPal. And if you want to donate direct, like the money that Mark kicked down today, I'm not going to see till next month, which is fine because the next month I'll be a fucking 100-air again. So that'll be cool. But if you want to donate direct so that I can buy like fucking dinner tomorrow, assuming we don't dumpster some more sick ass shit or whatever, or most likely to pay for gas to get back to Slabs.
Yeah, it's hard to forage gasoline.
It is hard to forage gasoline. So if you want to throw down, there's a PayPal link in the description. There's Venmo. But if you're fucking hard up, if you're sitting out there and you're like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for my next meal, then don't fucking worry about it. Like literally, don't worry about it. But yeah, if you got the means, fucking A, fuck you, pay me. If you don't, then you're in the same boat, and whatever. When I see you, I'll buy you dinner. I don't know.
See if there's a mutual aid group near you.
Yeah, for real. Join Food Not Bombs. That's a really good way to like help other people and also get fed. Like when I was working with the Food Not Bombs in Tampa, they had so much food. Like I did not have to worry about buying food the whole time. And it was like they were just like, please take this food. Like we don't know what to do with this. We can't use this in like a mass meal for a lot of people. This is like some weird, local ingredient that like, we could throw it in with our fucking like
Soup.
Well, typically they do like noodle dishes and like casseroles and stuff because it's easy to make like a lot of it for people. But like, yeah, you could put this nice craft vegan cheese that's like this big in with your fucking casserole, but like it's kind of not
No one's gonna know.
well utilized in that way, like so yeah, I was eating pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good place to network too.
It
Find out
is.
about shit happening in your area.
Yeah, go check out fucking the Food Not Bombs chapter in your local town if you're hungry and you also want to help out your other hungry folks in your town.
Yeah, and like almost every city in the country has had one at some point. And if it like some of them have closed down and you can just start it back up again.
Holy shit, Mark just fucking kicked down another
What
$100.
what?
Bro, don't put yourself out on my account, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Wow.
Thank you. Dude, Jesus.
But yeah, you can always just restart it or start one for the first time or like start another one. Like Phoenix is such a big city, you could probably have like 3 or 4, you know?
Sure.
And all you need is like some grocery store to just agree to let you pick up some food, or if you're trying to like bootleg it, you just go dumpster diving
Fucking
regularly
dumpster
enough,
dive, yeah.
or roadkill or whatever, you know, as long as
Yeah.
you're staying safe and not feeding people too gnarly of
Well,
a food. But
until you know what you're doing, don't feed other people. Like putting
Yeah.
yourself in potentially a situation is one thing if you're like testing the waters, like, you know, but
both of us have been dumpster diving for
yeah, I can tell when food is good and when food is not good.
your nose.
I've gone over this before on the channel, but like, yeah, give it the sniff test first. And if it passes, like, you know, the sniff test and the visual test, it's probably okay. Like, it's like 100% of the time that I've done it, I've been fine. Like, you look at it, you don't see any, like, you know, mold on it or anything. Like, you know what mold looks like, I'm fucking sure. But if you don't actually see mold on it, and you gotta, like, mold only lives on the surface. It's not gonna live in between shit. So you don't have to, like, look between slices of bread or slices of cheese. Like, it'll be on the surface. If there's no mold on the surface of it, and it doesn't smell fucking weird, then go ahead and eat it. You're fine.
Yeah, your nose is doing like all that like complex fucking chemistry analysis for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like same with roadkill. Like if you smell it and you're like, ugh,
Yeah.
probably
Your
not.
primal reaction to smell will tell you everything you need to know.
About people.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Pheromones and shit.
Yeah. That's a thing. But yeah, if you smell something and it makes you like fucking want to back away from it, like obviously that's no good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you smell it and you're like, interesting. Not sure what that is, but it doesn't offend me. You know, probably all right. Oh, Captain Grimm's reminding the chat that my pronouns are they, them. Yes, it's true. Any other pronouns are incorrect, and regardless of how I feel about you, they will be deleted because I do not want to see people referring to me in an incorrect way. So, yeah, I'm masculine non-binary. There is actually a video about that. It's called Let Me Level With You. I'm trans non-binary, and you can watch that. And I explain exactly what that means to me and linguistically as well. So go ahead and check that out if you're unsure what the fuck that means. Otherwise, yeah. I think everybody in the chat is pretty on the level about it, though. I know Will doesn't bring it up unless somebody's not quite getting it right. But I'm not here to talk about all that. I'm here to smoke weed and drink whiskey in a bush and watch my homie make a sick spatula.
Smells pretty good.
That smell it? It does. Yeah.
No smell-o-vision yet, y'all. Sorry. Coming soon.
Earlier today when we were looking at plants and shit, I had some plant resin on my finger, and the person showing us that was like, it smells really good, and I'm like smelling it, and then Squirrel's like, let me smell it. I'm like, smell my finger.
And I did.
Yeah, it was a good smell. It was very nice.
Pretty good as far as crusty fingers go.
Yeah. I do wash my hands often. I do not have butt hands, I promise.
We were talking about that actually, remember? Like hygiene, even if you're like, you know, living in a gutter, like actually,
Fuck yeah.
you can still like keep yourself healthy.
You can be hygienic, yeah. Like I've been dealing with this fucking spider bite and shit, and I'm literally sleeping in bushes and like sitting on pavement and just being, you know, in general kind of a crusty fuck. But also, like, I do practice basic medicine and I understand, like, you know, what certain things do. And in order for me to not have to go to the hospital for this fucking spider bite, it took a lot of care. I showered every single fucking day. And on top of showering, you know, even if I could shower, there was a couple times I couldn't, and I still, like, you know, took like a fucking rag bath and shit. But like, I didn't have all the supplies that I should have had, but at least hitting it with soap and water multiple times a day, like, that's how I healed up. There's, you know, there's a lot to be said about keeping clean. It kills infections and bacteria. Like, even if literally all you have is some crude soap and some water, it fucking works.
Yeah, and if you want to do your research in advance, like you can totally make soap out of like lye and lard and stuff like that, or like find herbs that will help you treat infections and stuff like that. Like chaparral this morning. Remember?
Oh yeah.
We made some chaparral tea, and I tasted it and I was like, that's all I'm gonna drink. And then you tasted, you're like, tastes good to me.
Yeah.
And then we were talking to my herbalist friend later in the day about like intuitive, like tasting and smelling and stuff like that. And she's like, yeah, that amount of water in chaparral that you made was a lot. But we were like, oh wait, you do have that kind of gnarly infection that you're working with. And chaparral is like a really good like antifungal and like good for infections and healing your skin and stuff like that. And so we're like, well,
I probably just needed that. Yeah.
You
like
downed like 2 glasses of it, and I took like 2 sips of it,
and you were like, that's strong as fuck, no way.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, like, that's, I guess, the medicine I needed at that point. Yeah.
Intuition.
You know, yeah, your fucking body, like, primally knows a lot more than you do actually mentally. Now, I don't mean to sound like a wingnut, but it's true. You can't argue with it. It's just, you know, it's an observable fact.
Can't argue with results.
Can't argue with results. That's my fucking motto. You all know it. How to fucking make any situation weird. Have a fucking slide whistle in your pocket. You could still make something pretty dank out of this fucking chunk of wood too.
Yeah.
It's like a pretty decent chunk of wood.
I would have preferred it on the spatula, but you know.
I know. I know.
It's all
It's gonna be sweet though. I honestly, personally prefer a thinner spatula. Like, for the longest time I was carrying one that was it was metal and it was about this wide and about this long. And it was like the perfect backpack spatula. And being so thin, like, I could use it for a lot more shit too.
Yeah.
So, like, honestly, that's looking like a fine width. Like, I would be all over that.
Yeah.
It's easier when you're working with like a camp pan as well. It's gonna be thin and smaller, and you can move it around more. When it's super wide, then sometimes you can't really get it in there. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to do some fancy shit with this like exotic hardwood that my buddy gave me or traded. I guess we were trading and
Well, I mean, it's nice stuff. You don't want to just be like fucking putzing around with it, but also you don't want to overthink it either.
for sure. Yeah, I was just getting at like you could totally make a really nice spatula out of like a piece of wood that you find like
pine wood or some shit.
yeah,
Even.
pine is pretty soft, but like for sure, like it'll
But maybe
work
that
for
would
a while.
even be better, like having a soft, like, you know, or a bamboo spatula even.
Totally. I taught classes on bamboo spatulas
No shit.
before. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, it's definitely viable. You can make it all out of all sorts of stuff. Quick and dirty, really, really nice. And man, it feels good every time you use it, you know?
Mhm.
And especially with something like a spatula where you use it maybe every day, you know?
I do. Hell yeah.
I cook every day, so like every day you feel good about like something that you made in your hand, and like the more things that you make, like damn, like I feel good about like the knife that I'm using.
You're making something with something that you made.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and those like good feelings just like compound, and like, you know, people see it and they're like, damn, that's a nice knife. And it's like, yeah, man, not even from like an ego place, but it's like, I made it, you know, like you could make it too. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
like it's totally possible with like, you know, enough like, just enough like for like, what is it? Like intention and, but like, well, you just really want to do it. If you really
Right.
want to do it enough, you can make crazy shit happen.
Yeah.
Think
You're
about
capable of so much.
like the skyscrapers and shit that we've built as humans, like all the rivers that we've dammed, like all like that fucked up shit. If we put that same level of intensity and ingenuity into
Our everyday lives.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And people did before, you know, society became the way it was, like, or the way it is now. Like, people had all the time in the world and all the motivation in the world to get really fucking clever about crafting things for themselves before, you know, big industry and consumerist culture. That's why that's kind of the enemy of like common thought and capabilities. You know, each one of you here in chat, you might feel like you're a helpless schmo and that you like wouldn't know what to do if shit hit the fan. But like literally, if you were given enough time to just putz around, you could figure out how to make any of this shit. You're just not given the time to do it. Or not giving yourself the time. I don't know what your situation is. I'm not trying to judge, but like, you are capable. Every human is capable of figuring out crafts and handiwork and being able to provide for themselves. All of that fucking brain space that you devote to recognizing brand logos, if there weren't brand logos to recognize and that wasn't the thing in your life that was most important, that amount of brain power you could use to identify plants and leaves and what they can do for you and their medicinal purpose. You know, like that. You have the capacity for it. It's just being taken up by bullshit that's manufactured.
Yeah, like tree identification, plant identification seems really hard, but when you eat a plant, you're never gonna forget it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is in your brain for good. That is like, I'm confident that's a fucking like basic human like evolutionary trait. Like you eat something, you remember it.
Yeah.
You're like, yum, good nutrient. Remember.
Yes. Yeah, it's true. Like, I would be able to tell you fucking Palo Verde seeds anywhere, even if they're out of the fucking pod. And, you know, because I lived in a Palo Verde and still sometimes live under a Palo Verde. And around this time of year, the fucking pods start sprouting. And they're great food. They're so delicious. And they're so nutrient rich. Just as an example. But yeah, once you've actually had experience, like, consuming a plant, it's almost like the fucking shape of the leaves and the seed pods or whatever it is that's identifiable is almost like, you know, recognizing a brand logo. Like, there's the McDonald's arches, you know.
You can see it driving 70 miles an hour down a highway. Like, I'm serious. Like,
Yeah.
you just, like, your brain, like, that pattern recognition, like, once you've seen it, you cannot unsee it. And, like, yeah, we're just, like, designed to be able to do that shit.
Yeah, we are.
And you can, like, totally, like, if you're into Latin names and, like, botanical names for different parts of plants and stuff, like, you can totally go about identification that way if you want. But, like, you can also just, like, look at a plant, like, and know what it is. Like, you look at that strawberry,
It's a fucking straw.
you know what
Fuck
it
yeah.
is.
You know what it is.
You don't have to be like, oh, well, it has seeds on the outside, and, like, I see that, like, the crown, like, that, the green leaves there, like, you know, I can see the way the veination and that slight serration, and, you know, no. You look at the strawberry, like, I've never even really observed the leaves of a strawberry.
You just know what a fucking strawberry is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But botany school, you know.
Yeah,
You're
fucking
trying
awesome.
to nerd out on that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I've been kind of passively nerding out on botany. Just like, I just keep podcasts on in the background and listen to them, and I feel like eventually after a certain amount of exposure, it'll just come more naturally to me, and then by that point, I'll be like in a mental place where I can pay more attention. Because right now I just like listen to it in the background. But hearing all those names of all the different genuses and species and stuff, like, is at least becoming more familiar in my brain at this point.
Yeah. And even if you don't remember all the specific details about, like, an individual plant species, you can at least like, you're, like, kind of, like, tuned in a different way. You're like, oh, I know to look at, like, the serration on the sides of on the edges of the leaf. Like, I know that, like, they're, like, some plants have serrated leaves, you know what, like, so you're just, like, noticing different details about a plant that you may not have even thought to look at before, even if you can't specifically remember. And, like, eventually things just start to click, and you're like, oh yeah, like, these two plants look really similar in all these ways. Maybe they're in the same genus. Maybe they're in the same family, you know, which, like, means maybe that they're both edible or both medicinal in the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those kinds of connections are super cool.
Yeah, once you learn enough to make those connections, then it's just like, whoa, now you're on a different level. Aaron says, so far my daughter and I forage lavender from the monument next to the fire station and rosemary from our apartment complex. Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Two really great medicinal and culinary herbs.
Yes. Yeah. Lavender and rosemary are both awesome. You can eat them, you can use them for, like, the oils or their scent. There's medicinal purposes for both.
Most culinary herbs are also medicinal.
Yep.
Oregano, fucking sage, like, all that shit. Like, at some point in time, people are putting in their food partially because of the medicinal qualities.
Right.
Turmeric, come on. Turmeric is, like, the best anti-inflammatory ever.
Yeah, turmeric, I almost always carry in my backpack for mostly wounds. Like, I've talked about this on my channel before, but, like, drawing infections out using turmeric paste. And it works. It works really good. I wish I had some of it for this fucking spider bite, but I didn't. That would have made the work a lot quicker.
Turmeric powder is really good for wounds.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
what I use, like the
Cool.
powder, and then I'll reconstitute it sometimes with like rubbing alcohol. So then, you know, it just kind of like kills whatever's in there, and then as the rubbing alcohol evaporates, then the turmeric paste gets dry and it sucks the fucking fluid out of your skin.
That's cool.
It actually works really fucking good. Or, you know, I've used a variety of, like, I've used witch hazel to constitute the turmeric into a paste.
Nice.
And that's more for, like, rashy shit or, like, weepy shit. But it works so good. Or just regular water. Dave says, I want a snowbird in slabs, and then I lost the rest of it on my black fucking busted ass screen. Okay, well, hopefully you do, and if you're there when I'm there, say hey. Can somebody tell me how long I've been live streaming for? Because I can't see that corner of my fucking
janky ass.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I'm a professional. An hour and 15 minutes. Thanks, Captain. All right, I think I'm going to stream for another 15 minutes. I'm going to fuck off because I'm, like, pretty stoned at this point, and I got to pee. Sick. Perfect. You're getting pretty close, though.
Yeah. It's coming along. It's kind of rough still, but you kind of got the general shape there.
I'll take a picture and post it on my Instagram.
Oh, yeah, once it's done.
Yeah, if you follow my Instagram... Oh, yeah, this is a great time to plug my fucking Instagram. Okay, so I think there's a link in the description. If not, I'm sure Captain or one of my mods will post it. Yeah, follow my fucking Instagram. It's awesome, and it's fucking lit, and, you know, fucking just do it. I don't care how you feel about Instagram. Stop being a fucking wuss. Just get on it. Fucking turds.
Yeah,
follow me.
Yeah, you'll get really good advertisements for everything you talk about.
I guess, yeah. And I actually take really fucking badass pictures, and that's where I post them. So if you want to see my cool ass pictures, then do that. Including Squirrel's spatula when it's finished. So yeah, follow that. There's links in the description to the Discord, and yeah. Oh hey, what do we got here? Swanky Dog just kicked down $5. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Fuck yeah. And check out the Discord. Discord, Instagram, Facebook. I don't give a shit. I don't do Twitter though. I don't know. I tried. It sucks. I tried TikTok too, and I fucking hate it. Also, I think they like fucking killed my TikTok channel. I don't know. I can't get into it.
It's too real.
That's stupid. I put up some really good shit on there too. Like, not to toot my own horn. I mean, you can still like watch them. I think if you look on my TikTok. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? My YouTube's way better. Go watch my older shit. My fucking series. If you haven't watched my summer series from this last summer, then you should definitely do that because I'm actually pretty proud of it.
What was it about?
How far will my $200 car go?
Oh, yeah. How far did it go?
I forget. Alright, random trivia chat. Who remembers how far my $200 car went? Anybody? Because I do not. Hey, it's Colonel. What's up, dude? Fucking hey. Got a fucking good crowd in here tonight. Yeah, I can't remember. Like, I couldn't even guess. Like, I feel like I'm either gonna guess way too high or way too low.
More than 5 miles?
Yeah, for sure.
That's good.
It was like... Yeah, I don't know. It was something stupid, though. It was a lot. Dave Lowe says at least 6,000 miles, for sure. I think... You know what? I think I drove it, like, legit 10,000 miles.
Damn.
Maybe. Yeah, that actually sounds about right. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Good times. Cross country twice, yeah, and then like around and all over. Yeah, that was a good fucking trip. Can't wait to get back to my Subaru, but also I kind of can. I'm really enjoying backpacking right now. But the Subaru is safe and secure, and it will be ready when I'm ready to return to it. I need to like make little marks on this for this. Oh, that would actually be pretty cool. Like marking where the notes are.
Got a Sharpie.
I'd have to get like a tuner out, which my tuner is on my phone, so. Yeah, tomorrow while we're fucking putzing around, I will definitely get weird with the fucking slide whistle. Uh-huh. Alright, fuckers. So, I guess I'm about to fuck off. If you have any fucking questions, usually right now would be the time when I would, like, play you a song on my guitar, and it would be really nice, and, you know, it would be like a soft goodbye. But we don't get that here. You get nothing. No, whatever. You get a nice show. You get all my fucking appreciation. Yeah, if you've got any further questions, I am packing a bowl right now, and I'm gonna smoke it, and then I'm gonna fuck off. So, now's your opportunity.
I want to know...
Oh, somebody is requesting spoons.
What the fuck? I was about to say, how the fuck did y'all know?
You want to play some spoons for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Can I play slide whistle with your spoons?
Yeah, sure.
Sick. Okay.
I always tell people, first rule of spoons playing is you got to have them in your pocket all the time. Because you got no excuse.
That makes sense.
No goddamn excuse because they're so small. Just 2 normal spoons, y'all. See, they're not attached or nothing.
No cheater spoons.
I'm gonna need to know how y'all knew about spoons, though. That's a little
I think
weird.
you mentioned them earlier.
Yeah, but they mentioned it at the beginning before I even said anything. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think you just look like a spoons person.
I guess that's fine.
All right. I mean, you know what? A compliment's a compliment, man.
That's true. That's true. I'll take it where I can get it.
Yep, that's your high dollar performance, motherfuckers. You get 2 spoons and a slide whistle.
Yeah.
Some fucking freeform jazz.
It's called jazz, guys. Maybe you've heard of it.
Perhaps you have. Maybe not. If you're uncultured.
It started where we met. In New Orleans.
Yeah. I feel like I want my fucking jaw heart, but I also don't want to go digging for it right now, so. Next time, I'll do the jaw harp again. I was developing some interesting styles with it last live stream. Alright. Have we got anything compelling going on? Madman says, you're a wizard on the spoons.
Yeah. Let's jam.
Okay, let's do it.
Maybe come to Slabs if you're there in a few days.
Yeah.
We can jam.
Fuck yeah. Alright. Well, I'm about to fuck off. You guys have been a great fucking audience. Thanks for all the kickdowns. If you kicked down and I didn't shout you out, I'm super sorry. It looks like, yeah, I've got like cordage right in front of where it shows how much people kicked down. Looks like, Gavin kicked down recently. Yep. And Alan, thank you so much. Yeah, fucking A. I'll be doing another live stream soon and let you know how things go, especially once I get back to Slabs. So, I hope you all have a good night and maybe even learn something. Who knows? Yeah, I guess I'll catch you later. There's no easy way to say, like, end it without, like, a cool outro, and I don't have that. So, I'm fucking off. Bye.
Bye.